Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel where I tell you what trades I'm taking and what I'm expecting next for Bitcoin. So right off the bat, we have taken a really good short at 97,500, which is a level that was highlighted in the previous videos. Now the office has changed. We are here in Dubai today. I wish I could show you the view, but it's quite spectacular. Anyway, getting straight back into it. Specifically, the last video was the backdrop of hitting our key level. And that key level was highlighted because we had a large cluster of liquidity on the upside. We also had a very, very significant volume weighted average, which is this white line going straight down here. Now that trade was highlighted. At the time of the highlight, it was at 1.59 profit, okay? Now, since then, it's dropped significantly in terms of price. And what you can see here, that's now coming in around 7.9 at current prices right now. So 86,700 and now we're at 89,900. Now, to highlight specifically as to what level we've bounced off on terms of the support side, well, that's quite easy. Right off the bat, we can see that we've got a fixed range pull from this entire range, and we can see the volume is clustering at 87,500 or around 87,900. Now, since then, we've had the nice bounce, which is why I did take a long on Ethereum as a bit of a leverage play on Bitcoin because it is a little bit more volatile right now. Now, we can go over straight over to that chart to give you a picture on what that looks like. In terms of that, it's already had a significant bounce. I think in total, it's been about 3% bounce. Now, what you want to know is what's going to happen next for Bitcoin, as everyone likes to know, right? Now, if you've been following along, which I encourage you do, you're going to follow along, take these trades with me. And yeah, good thing is you can use these exchange links down below because you can follow along in the trades I'm taking. Now, that just helps you out, helps me out, helps the channel grow and helps us get to higher places. Now, specifically on the backdrop of what is happening next. Okay, well, we can already highlight the key level that we've bounced from, okay? So there's level 1 there. So I'm Ethereum long here. So that's a position I'm in. I'm still in my short from the upside here at 97,500. I have taken profits though at this support, but I'm still in that trade, okay? Now, the only levels I'm looking at are going to be 87,500 for the long, and then specifically 84 to around 83,000 here. Now, the reason that's the case is because we have a large level of WEEX to the downside here. And then by the time we get down here, I would say this is a very bad place to be breaking down in terms of price, which I wouldn't be expecting that and I wouldn't be touching it. However, I would be closing my spot position. So that's going to be something that I might do. Good thing I'm hedged, so I have booked in a lot of profits from getting that hedge trade above there. And that's why I think it's so crucial to understand how you can hedge your portfolio, how you can do tactics to secure profits and put yourself in a better situation so that you're not left caught off guard, okay? So if I just held spot and I took it up here and I ran all the way back down, well, then I didn't make any profit. But if you do what I did there and took the short at this level, you hedge yourself in that position here to the downside. And then, yeah, now we're bouncing off the key level, which we highlighted. And that's why I'm long there on a perpetual trade. Now positioning is already put down to break even. So every video, what I do is like to highlight the key levels that we're looking at. So number 1, key level is 87,500. Number 2 is 84,400. Now the key level of resistance that we hit, and what I want to explain key is 97,500. So I can't put out a big significant resistance right now because that was the key level we hit. So what usually happens after that is price will usually consolidate, find a level to bounce from or resist from, and then price will go from there. But that's why at very key major levels, that's when you look for your trades and your big swing trades. Because in total, this run down, it's been about 10%. Okay, so that's around 10,000 nominal dollars in the chart of Bitcoin, which is pretty significant. So those are the trades that you're looking out for, and they don't come around that often. So specifically, you can see from back to back, you got, probably at about a monthly interval. So 27 days to that peak bottom there. 25, what's this one say? You've got about 11, from peak to peak there, 21. So they are significantly frequent, but you got to get the right levels. Otherwise you waste time and you can get in the wrong trade. Now, so specifically you can see support. So mark those levels out. And then in terms of resistances, these are definitely going to be weaker levels of resistance. So I want to highlight that they're going to be weak levels of resistance because the main one was 97 that was hit. But just to highlight it so we can give a good outlook, the key metrics that I'm using here is going to be the VWAP and the volume weighted average. Now, right off the bat, what stands out to me, and depending on how price plays out, we could have the VWAP start to consolidate. Let's say price ranges up, right? This could work quite nicely with this level here. Now, what that could mean is this level could be a level of resistance. Now, specifically, let me highlight and say this. It's not a high conviction level. That's why I'm not going to be taking a trade personally on this level. But for the scalpers out there, it's definitely a level to highlight. Second would be this level right over here. Right before we had the push down, there might be a little bit of liquidity residing in the upside, just specifically mainly the volume that's been transacted there as a key level. So these are the scalp regions to be looking at. If your order flow doesn't suggest a good trade there, then you wouldn't be taking it. So these are scalp reasons, scalp areas to be looking at. So we can definitely take them off the chart now. But that's what I'm looking at right now. We also know there's levels much higher in terms of resistance levels. But for now, until we get there, we have to punch through those 2 levels I just highlighted. If you're looking for a long entry, we specifically, let's have a look here to the downside so we can have a see. So we hit our key level, we're bouncing off. Yeah, look, I'm not too sold right now as of what I'm seeing, but technically we do have a bit of a break on the structure, but I wouldn't be entering this trade right now now, I've already caught it. As soon as we hit the weekly level, I took it on ETH. So it's a bit different post entering right now. That being said, I'm still hedged appropriately. And if you've been following along, you'll be able to see exactly how I've played this market because it has been top notch to the dollar. Yeah. So if you're not in any trades right now, what would I suggest? I would suggest either waiting for this long here. Yeah, it's quite dangerous actually, because right now, if you're not positioned accordingly, it's quite a dangerous position to be. So we all know that I'm short from here. I'm also long leverage. Well, I'm long spot from around $86,000. I haven't closed that spot yet, but if we drop below this monthly, I will close it out because that raises targets to this level here at $84,000, which I'll look to re-enter. And then I really don't want to be seeing 82 lost. Okay, so that's like very key. I don't want to be seeing 82K lost at all because that's going to signal to me major red flag. And the reason being is because that's such a pivotal monthly level. So we can come over here and see that monthly level is being held from April 1st, 2025. Now we don't want to lose that because that's a key level of support. It's almost like losing this one down here at $58,000. So that's basically what I'm looking at. I really do encourage you guys to follow along because you would have been able to catch these trades with me. Everything has been highlighted in the videos. And also we got the monthly updates here with Chris and the team, along with Ify from the moon. So that's the monthly updates there, and bi-weekly. Also, every video has been specifically highlighted here so you can see the levels I'm looking at. Now, just to re-emphasize, price is very sketchy right now in this position. That being said, this is a very strong level of support. We've got a key level of volume here. We've got monthly and weekly, and we're seeing that bounce. Another thing, we've closed the CME gap, okay? So those are a few good catalyst things to suggest we should actually start to run way up, but it might not be a glamorous push. I might take out the lows, then go up again. But like I said, that's why hedging and positioning accordingly against your spot portfolio is a very powerful tactic. That's really what I'm looking at. I would say I can't give conviction right now specifically. That's why I've taken a loose scalp trade on Ethereum, but the conviction was spoken about here in this level 97,500. Okay, now this level is a level of support, but my conviction isn't crazy strong just as of right now. But we'll see how it pans out. If we start to form a lot of volume here and we can see a large cluster of volume and we start to sweep up and climb above, then I'll be expecting differently. But as of right now, we're forming, one would say, a triangle. Usually price starts to figure out how it does. It might take out liquidity to the downside, then push up, but that's going to be evaluated when the time comes. As for now, I will stay in my perpetual Ethereum long from the lows. I'm staying in my shorts still. Obviously, I've taken a lot of profit as we hit the key level of the weekly, because you got to do that to position accordingly based on the key levels. And then if we lose $87,000, I will close my spot positions and keep riding that short down lower to make money on the way to the downside. Okay, without further ado, use those links in the description, guys. Sign up to them, get trading volume going, helps the channel grow, helps me perform better, helps me make better content for you guys. And without further ado, I will see you guys in the next update. Links in the description below. Follow along because you've been following along. You would have caught these trades with me. For now, catch you guys later and have a great day checking out from here in Dubai.